drains, the outlet drains, in order for them to give a recommendation on the upgrade works, like those culverts, because it is becoming an issue of flooding on the seashore side.
As you know, we have just appointed the Housing Authority board. Board members are there now, appointed by the Ministry of Housing. So it's very important for me to see firsthand the various projects as well as the land that is owned by Housing Authority and how they want to develop this land in future. We simply want Housing Authority to move out of their comfort zone where they've been subdividing the land and just giving out pieces of land. We want them to provide housing solution. So it's a step up, meaning that they now have to think how they can build houses and then they can sell a complete package, land and house together. Whether it can be a flat, it can be a duplex, or it can be a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, or it can be just a piece of land. So they must come up with a mixture of, or you can call it assorted products that can be more lucrative to the consumers, and they would be able to buy such products. Currently, one of the constraints that we see is the way Housing Authority thinks, that they're only there to develop land, divide it into lots, and simply put the lots on the market. But we need to have more creative financial model too, because at the end of the day, where will the money come from? So they need to work with the private sector. They need to come up with other good financial ideas and some innovative mechanisms to push more houses in the market. We all know there is a housing demand. People want homes, they want land with a title. But unfortunately, we are not able to put more products in the market. So this is the challenge we have for the board, so that the board can start strategizing. So the part of my visit was actually to see some of these land, lots of, or you can say, the land that they own, and how we can develop this land so that we can deal with this demand that is there in the market. The reason why this land was bought, and I can understand where Housing Authority was looking at this issue, the reason was that we've got the Intercontinental Hotel just down the road, right? So if that area develops, that means the price of this land will go up. And we can divide this land into high-end lots that will subsidize the lots that we want for low and middle income people, because that's the only way we can meet the demand. We have to find money. You know, for each development, the cost is extremely high. You know, it runs in 10 to 20 to 30 million dollars. So we have to, or even more than that. We're looking at one of the projects it's around 58 million dollars. So again, where is this money? And so we have to look at creative ways of generating revenue or attracting investors, or joint venture projects where the investors can come in and they can develop the area. We can sell these houses or lots, and then we pay the investor back, whoever has invested. So we have to look at various models which can be explored, and that's the challenge I'm putting across to the Housing Authority Board. There are 3 projects that we are trying to finish this year. These are Duvu, Lendrusasa, and Waindamu. In other words, these 3 projects should be completed, and we should be able to give the leases to the informal settlers. Right. So for Duvu, it's a project that started in 2014, and unfortunately in 2017, the project came to a standstill. It was not fully completed. So we're reviving that. Our intention is to finish that project at the end of this year. And you have been to the site, you've seen that the road is there, the drains are there. It's just a matter of Fiji Roads Authority coming down and giving an assessment report. Because, for any development, the idea is once the development is complete, we can give the road to Fiji Roads Authority. If it's a sewer line, we can give it to Ministry of, Water Authority, Department of Water Authority. And then we can give the footpath, the drains, the garbage collection or whatever in terms of maintaining that area to a municipality. So that Housing Authority is not involved in these services, because their job is to make the houses and move on, not to come back and start repairing the road, cleaning the drain, collecting the garbage. That is not the core function. So that's why we need to get all these parties to come to the site, have an assessment, tell us what more we need to do, or whether we have done enough, so that we can transfer the road to Fiji Roads Authority and sewer line to Water Authority, and the rest of the services that the community requires to Singotoka Town Council, because we're talking about Duvu project, right? So that's what we need to do. And for Lendrusasa and Waindamu, Lendrusasa is complete. There was just a small piece of work left. It's already done. We have conducted a very thorough socio-economic survey, and socio-economic survey is completed as well. We wanted to establish that people who are given lots in that area are low-income earners, and not somebody who has just sold a plot somewhere else for $250,000 and suddenly settled in this area thinking he or she will get another free lot. So we want to curb such behavior in our community, because we have seen in the informal settlement, not everyone is poor. There are people who have rented their homes and they're living in the informal settlement thinking that they will get the lots free. So we are doing a thorough socio-economic survey, which means that it simply means we will be looking at the income. We'll be checking the titles office, making sure that they don't own any other property. So this is one way of assessing their ability to own that piece of land, whether they are able to pay the market rate, or they're able to, or should they be given housing grant. So it will give a good idea to Ministry of Housing to assess and decide how the lot should be given. So that's to do with Lendrusasa, and socio-economic survey is complete. For Waindamu, the work is in progress and it's on the verge of finishing as well. We are targeting end of this year. So once that is complete, then again we'll be able to give these lots out. So if you analyze these 3 developments, that is Lendrusasa, Duvu and Waindamu, a total of 456 lots will be available to the informal settlers.